Okay, let's compare Golden Scout and the new operator tower and see which one is actually better. First, let's talk about the tower price. For Golden Scout, you need either 50,000 coins for a golden crate or 55,000 coins if it appears in the daily store. However, if you go with the golden crate, there's no guarantee that you'll get Golden Scout immediately unless you've already unlocked every other golden skin. Now, how about Operator? Operator costs 15,000 coins and 4,500 gems, but that's not the entire grind. You also need to level it up to unlock its full potential. Basically, you'll need a total of 40 levels, 20 levels on Scout and another 20 levels on Operator to fully maximize the tower. As for the base placement cost, Operator costs 300 cash, while Golden Scout only costs 250 cash. So right away, Golden Scout has the advantage when it comes to affordability. It's cheaper to place down, which can make a little difference during the early waves when every bit of cash matters. Now, let's look at their base stats. For Operator, it has a 0.12 fire rate, 14 range, and 1 damage, giving it a total of 2.59 DPS. Meanwhile, Golden Scout has a 0.8 fire rate, 14 range, and 2 damage, which gives it 2.5 DPS. So at base level, both towers are actually very close in terms of DPS, but Operator has a slight edge with 2.59 DPS compared to Golden Scout's 2.5 DPS. Next, let's look at their level 1 upgrades. For Operator, the level 1 upgrade costs 325 cash. This upgrade gives it hidden detection and additional damage, increasing its DPS to 5.17. Meanwhile, Golden Scout's level 1 upgrade costs only 150 cash. It gains a faster fire rate and +1 range, bringing its DPS up to 4. I almost forgot to mention the cost efficiency as well. At this level, Operator has a cost efficiency of 120.89, while Golden Scout has a cost efficiency of 100. Next, let's look at level 2. For Operator, this upgrade costs 500 cash. It unlocks flying detection, unlocks the coordination ability, and upgrades its burst fire. After this, its stats become 16 range, 3 damage, and a total of 8.49 DPS. Meanwhile, for Golden Scout, the level 2 upgrade costs 600 cash. It unlocks hidden detection and increases its damage, bringing it up to a total of 10 DPS. And then for their cost efficiency at level 2, Operator is at 132.51, while Golden Scout is at 100. So once again, Golden Scout comes out more cost efficient at this stage, since lower values mean you're getting more DPS for less cash spent. For level 3, Operator costs 1,250 cash. Its stats become 0.1 fire rate and 5 damage, giving it a total of 18.18 DPS. Meanwhile, Golden Scout costs 2,400 cash at level 3. It unlocks lead detection and gets a full stat increase, bringing its total DPS to 28.33 DPS. And for level 3 cost efficiency, Operator is at 130.64, while Golden Scout is at 120.01. Now for level 4. For Operator, this upgrade costs 2,100 cash and also unlocks smart optics. After this upgrade, its total DPS becomes 25.45. Meanwhile, for Golden Scout, this is already its max level. It costs 3,600 cash and reaches a total DPS of 56.67 DPS. For their level 4 cost efficiency, Operator is at 175.83, while Golden Scout is at 123.52. So at this point, I think it's pretty clear that Golden Scout has better cost efficiency, especially since we're already at its max level. Now we're going to focus more on Operator. And yes, I'm aware that Operator needs multiple units placed to fully show its potential, but don't worry, we'll cover that later on in the video. For now, we're just comparing their upgrade costs and stats to keep things fair and simple. Now for level 5 Operator, it costs 3,350 cash and unlocks automatic fire, bringing its DPS up to 43.75. At this stage, its cost efficiency is 178.86. And for max level Operator, it costs 6,400 cash and reaches a total DPS of 75 with a cost efficiency of 189.67. Now obviously, if we compare both at max upgrade, Operator is better in terms of raw DPS. However, it does come at a higher overall cost compared to Golden Scout. I think the maximum coordination damage bonus you can get is around 60%, which brings the DPS up to about 118.75. But this is only for one fully boosted tower. In a real match, you might realistically get around 2 to 3 operators at that max coordination damage, while the rest will likely have lower buffs. One big advantage Operator has is its infinite range potential through smart optics. You can basically cover the entire map as long as your operators are properly connected, which is a huge plus for map control. And lastly, it also has a placement limit of 16. Now how about Golden Scout? Well, Golden Scout is basically much cheaper and is considered one of the best early game. It can carry you through early waves really well, and depending on your setup, you can even use it into mid game. You can still use it into late game, but if you have stronger DPS towers, you'll eventually want to replace it. On the other hand, Operator isn't just an early game tower. You can see that its stats keep scaling as it upgrades, and having a level 6 upgrade clearly shows that it's meant to stay relevant beyond early game. Unlike Golden Scout, Operator also gets stronger the more you place it. Because of the coordination mechanic, you're encouraged to stack multiple operators to unlock its full potential. On top of that, it gets hidden detection at level 1 and flying detection at level 2, which makes it very flexible for different situations. However, Golden Scout does have one important advantage: lead detection. That's something Operator currently lacks, and considering that hardcore rework is one of the most played game modes right now, and a lot of enemies have lead modifier, having lead detection can make a huge difference in certain runs. So if you need that detection, Golden Scout still has value. But if you're not too worried about that, Operator offers much more scaling potential and late game strength. So which tower is better? Well, technically Golden Scout is better for early waves because of its cost efficiency and cheap upgrades. It performs really well at the start of the game and can carry you through the early stages without spending too much. However, Operator starts to shine in the mid to late game. Once you start stacking multiple operators and reaching higher coordination buffs, especially around that 60% buff range, its damage output becomes much more impressive. So if you're looking for a tower that can handle early waves and also scale really well into the late game, then Operator is the key. However, if you just need a cheap early game tower to hold off waves while you're farming or saving up for something stronger, then Golden Scout is still a great choice. Basically, both towers have their own purpose, and it really depends on what you need in your loadout. Golden Scout is still better for pure early game value and efficiency, while Operator can also handle early waves, but it really starts to shine once you place more of them and upgrade them to unlock their full potential. Before we end the video, let's test it out to see how fast they can beat a single boss, 16 operators, and then we are going to use around 30 Golden Scout. If you're gonna ask me, I would say Operator is better. Even though it has a placement limit, you can still get a big advantage from it. The infinite range from smart optics helps a lot with map coverage, and the damage buff from coordination really boosts its overall potential when you stack multiple operators. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Which tower do you think is better? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.